let's try and lift our spirits a little bit. Let's listen to the guys talking about the fast food industry dying. And well, let's do it.
The amount of foot traffic that a fast food place gets for like dine-in is dying. You know what I mean? So pretty soon, and
Oh
this
yeah.
is this is the point with kind of what Rich was alluding to, where they're making all these buildings the same now. And what Rich was saying was that's ridiculous because when you drive past it, you want to see it and you want to immediately go, "Oh, that's a Pizza Hut. I like Pizza Hut. I'm going to go there." The problem is this next generation and the current generation is doing that less and less because nobody wants to go anywhere. Everybody wants to DoorDash it, right?
Yeah.
So 10 years from now, when McDonald's
Well, eat it either in a DoorDash it or drive through. They don't want to DoorDash, yes, fully agree there. I do it myself. But not only that, it's fast food is now not seen as someplace to go and sit down or to walk into. People don't even want to leave their cars. It's okay, I'm going to do grocery shopping or I'm going to go pick up I'm going to pick up a prescription or fast food is basically a checkbox on the shopping list. So it's like, okay, I've got, I'm going to get my groceries and then on the way home, I'll slide through the drive-through and pick up something on the way and then I'll eat it at home along with putting away the groceries. It's the people, the days of going to a fast food place to dine in are long gone. I remember case in point. I remember back when I lived in the States, there was a McDonald's by where I lived. And this McDonald's, it was I want to say it was Saturday. I could be mistaken about the day of the week, but I think it was on a Saturday. This McDonald's in store, and of course, this was, this was before they turned them all into boxes and they still had their unique shapes. They still had their unique colors and the unique interiors. This is before all this, before they stripped all the uniqueness out of it. This McDonald's would do like a 50s thing where every night from like something like 6 o'clock to 8 or 9 o'clock, I think, if you came into this particular McDonald's, you would get tableside service. There would be like 50s or 60s music playing. They literally did a whole theme for like 3 hours every Friday where, it was an event. You actually wanted to go to this McDonald's because you would actually get tableside service. You would actually have music. There would literally be a dance floor and there would be dancing happening. It was, and no, this is not like this did not occur in the 50s. This occurred in modern day, but this McDonald's did that to bring in foot traffic. And you don't see that anymore because now everybody's just like, well, I'm just going to go through the drive-through drag a trucker, on the way home to grab something after I've done my shopping or as I'm on my way home from work because I just want to get home, but I actually don't want to but I don't want to cook, so I'm gonna pick something up on the way home and eat it in my own home. It's no, Colonel, it wasn't. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, the downtown Chicago one. That's not the one I'm thinking of. It was a different one. I know exactly which one you're thinking of, and that one is now I think it's like the headquarters, or it's the you guys told me that the old 50s style McDonald's is now a test kitchen restaurant. But that's not the one I'm thinking of. No, this one was in the suburbs. This one was in the suburbs, and is in the southern suburbs of Chicago. Um, but it's drive through on the way home in conjunction with other stuff that I'm doing. And so nobody wants to go in anymore. Nobody wants to go into the buildings because now they're smaller. The interior dining sections are smaller. They're probably about half the size of they're about half the size of the way that the buildings used to be. So you can only fit half as many people because the reality is these businesses don't want foot traffic. They just want to shell out as much food as possible to make as much profit as possible. They don't want people sitting in there taking up space. They much prefer car after car after car after car come through, or DoorDash after DoorDash after DoorDash. They just want the money they want the money machine churning, and they don't want people sitting in there taking up space instead of like running a constant stream of people through.
McDonald's sees 3 customers a day that actually eat in the restaurant, they're going to go, oh, we own this big plot of land that McDonald's is built on. We're going to build a building 1/3 this size that's literally just a kitchen with a pickup window for the Uber drivers. And then we're going to sell this big ass restaurant building and make a ton of money. And that's why I think they're going that direction, because they don't need 75% of that square footage to run the kitchen that they're going to be running in 10 years. And I think they know that. Everything's going to delivery, especially.
There's a McDonald's room that is fully made up inside of the 50s restaurant, booths with other seats, round stools, and a side counter jukebox, like 50 memorabilia. It's the only McDonald's in the area that still has the original building shape. Andrea, out of curiosity, do you know if that is a corporate-owned store or if it's a privately owned store? Because if it's a privately owned store, that's probably why it has survived the change. Because the privately owned stores don't have to acquiesce to the corporation in terms of remodeling and things like that. Yeah, I would imagine it has to be private. You think? Oh yeah, and it's privately owned. Yep, that's that, and that's why. They know that people love the 50s aesthetic. And when McDonald's is like, we're changing all these to look like the same fucking box, the owner of your McDonald's probably went, hey, yeah, fuck that. This is a McDonald's of the community, and we're leaving it that way. And good on them for doing it. Because I know McDonald's has already been experimenting with no dine-in, drive-through only facilities. McDonald's, and McDonald's is not the only one. All fast food places are experimenting with having drive-through only facilities or counter service with no table seating whatsoever. It's just dine and dash. Like they're working on trying to get they're working on trying to get rid of the entire concept of eating in there, and very soon, I imagine it won't be too long before fast food restaurants en masse, except for maybe the private ones, are literally nothing but kitchens with drive-through windows and a single counter, and that's it. No seats, no nothing. That's coming.
Run the kitchen that they're going to be running in 10 years, and I think they know that. Everything's going to delivery, especially for fast food.
Where are the kids going to hang out?
They quit caring about kids' play places 10 years ago because of insurance.
No, not toddlers. I'm talking about like teenagers in like high school. Like,
oh, they don't want them around. They don't want the teenagers around. We talked about that one McDonald's was it in Minnesota? I think we talked about this a couple months ago. Yeah, they don't want the teenagers around. Teenagers to the fast food groups are problems. They're trouble. Because unfortunately, a lot of teenagers will fight in McDonald's because McDonald's are popular hangouts after school. With the state of high schools these days, they invariably start fighting, and so they don't want teenagers around. They don't want people in the store. Realistically, they don't want people in the stores. They just want the drive-through churning stuff out and maybe a front counter for people that maybe want to go in to pick up. And they probably don't even like that. Teenagers? No, they do not want that because teenagers don't have a lot of cash. So teenagers can't buy big meals. They can buy maybe a hamburger and a drink, but they don't want just a hamburger and a drink. They want a full meal with the large fry and maybe a milkshake. And they want a couple goes along with the Happy Meal because they want the families to spend all that money. So yeah, they don't want the teenagers. They haven't wanted them for a while.
I used to go to like a
Fucking
Taco Bell and
Roblox,
like
homie.
a McDonald's and chill.
They're going to
We
the
used to also
Roblox
play games. Yeah.
public shower simulator. That's where all the kids are going to be hanging out.
Oh,
If I was a
God.
horny teenager, that's where I'd go.
And actually, you just made me look how much does that the one and only Blockbuster make now, because that is like one of those, hey, we're going to keep it this exact same style and look, but it's the only one. So now they treat it as an actual.
Oh, the rave? No, they don't. Teens don't bring in a ton of money. They really don't. Teenagers basically, they rely on mommy and daddy to buy everything. They have some money, but they don't spend a lot of the money at McDonald's. They're spending their money in other places, not fast food. They treat the fast food as a hang-up spot, so they get like a drink, maybe a burger, and then they'll fight one another because the kids these days are fucking animals. But the high school teenage kids are fucking animals that just love fighting each other because parents don't know how to fucking parent anymore. But yeah, they have no interest in spending their money on fast food. No interest whatsoever.
Style and look, but it's the only one. So now they treat it as an actual
It's a thing to go
an
see.
amusement park.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, also, I did not know Blockbuster generated a substantial amount of revenue through late fees, over $800 million per year.
A third of that was from me.
We'll keep this up. Jesus. Dude, Blockbuster is a good example. Everyone's going to just stay at home. The easier it gets, especially with like Amazon doing
Automation?
that new delivery system with the drones.
Oh yeah.
And then once fast food gets that dialed in where it saves.
Yeah, Ray, that's what the McDonald's in Minnesota did. The McDonald's in Minnesota has said no one under 18, period. They basically barred that's a point that I meant to make, and I got way off fucking track on that. The McDonald's in Minnesota that I was referring to, was it New York? I thought it was Minnesota. I could be wrong. It's been a while since we covered it, but yeah, this McDonald's and other McDonald's, it's not the only one, has said that no one under 18 is allowed into the restaurant without a parent, because these kids have become so animalistic that they can't like be by themselves and not fight. That the restaurant has said, you need to show ID at the door. And if you're under 18, you're not allowed in without a parent. That is the state of things right now. And so, yeah, so McDonald's doesn't want teenagers in their facility because they only cause problems. Revan, if I were to hazard a guess, most of them probably don't. Especially in these problem areas where they've stopped allowing teens to come in by themselves. My guess is they aren't hiring teenagers anymore. Who they're hiring instead, I don't know. Revan, you said it, not me. But I'm guessing a lot of them aren't hiring teenagers anymore because of those problems.
The drones. And then once fast food gets that dialed in where it saves money on drivers and they can do it really quickly at a mass scale, everyone's going to get super lazy.
And that's why COVID was all a scam to get us to stay at home and start using Uber. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I liked COVID because I stayed at home and I got drunk with my friends and made dinner and it was cheap. And I was like, this is great. Like, all my friends are just hanging out at home. We go visit them and I don't have to spend like $300 a night when I go out on like a nice meal for me and my girl. We all just go over to Joe's house and hang out. And now it's like, that's the only choice, because after COVID, nobody wanted to work in the restaurant industry anymore. Service is horrible.
Oh, God. And as you said,
And that's when you started seeing a lot of the immigrant hiring. This is when you saw a lot of the hiring, when they started rehiring people back after COVID and everybody got laid off and everything. That's when they started doing the immigrant hiring, because they could do it dirt fucking cheap. and get a kickback from the government because they're hiring an immigrant. Now I'm not talking about the illegal immigrants, because God knows we've been seeing the raids happening on that a lot lately. But the ones that are on like a work visa are the ones that get chosen for work over regular citizens. Because they only have to pay them half, because the government picks up the tab on the other half. At least in Canada. That's how it works. I don't know if it works in the same vein in the US, where if you basically have a company hire someone on an H-1B visa, if the company only needs to pay half of their wage and the government picks up the tab on the other one. I don't know if that's how it works in the US, but yeah.
It's expensive to go out, especially if you add drinks into that mix. I'm like, oh god damn.
That's the other part too.
I don't remember shit being so expensive.
Yeah, what happened to the bring back bullshit bill? Where are the tariffs? Why aren't they working fast enough? I give everybody a year. They've got 4 more months to really turn it around. But holy shit.
Can we get a law on the books that it's illegal to ask for a tip for pickup anything?
Thank you.
I hate that.
Oh my god.
If you're making
oh yeah. Okay, I'll let Nick say his
the
piece.
food, or you're a waiter, like by all means go ahead, but like I went to pick up a pizza from a local pizza place in Mason City that's just like a one pizza shop. It's like, I got in my car, I drove here, I called you prior to order this pizza. You got a pickup order for Nick. Oh, here's your pizza. They flip the tablet around, is like, did you want to leave a 10, 15, or 30% tip? I was like, it's a pickup order, bro. Like, what?
I've seen worse. When I took my vacation this past summer, when I bought something at the airport.
According to Google, the 2 U.S. McDonald's that have banned under 18s are Brooklyn, New York, Fairfax County, Virginia.
Okay. But when I was in the airport and I was just getting I think it was like a pre-packaged sandwich and I think like a beverage, I don't know, I think I got like a can of Coke, or maybe I got like a mocha frappuccino or something. It was like pre-packaged stuff. No one had to prepare anything. And when I went to go pay for it, what did it say on the tablet? Do you want to leave a tip? This wasn't even a restaurant. This was like this is like a corner store kind of thing with pre-packaged food. And they're like, do you want a tip? And you see it fucking everywhere. The tipping culture is out of fucking control. There was a Walmart that I used to go to, not where I currently live, but where I used to live. And if you went through the self-checkout at Walmart used to have, do you want to leave a tip? At self-checkout. And they're like, do you want to leave a tip? Hell, video games have started doing this. There was that one video game that came out not too long ago where after you've bought the game, there was this thing where it's like, do you want to give the developers some extra money? Basically, tip the developers for making the game that you paid for. I forget what fucking game it was and what developer it was, but that was literally a thing, is that a game developer was trying to solicit tips for their video game that you've already paid for. So yeah, tipping culture is fucking insane. It is out of fucking control how tipping has gotten in North America. Not simply the US, but in North fucking America. They are like asking, do you want a tip on literally fucking everything? And if it's not tipping, it's, do you want to make a donation? Which God only knows if that donation is actually going somewhere it's supposed to go. It's either, like, everywhere you go, it's either, do you want a tip or do you want to leave a donation to this fucking charity that we pulled out of our ass for the week. It's fucking insane. It's absolutely insane.
What are we doing here?
Oh, dude,
I'm
they
with
have
you.
that at everything now. You can go to card shops. You can go to head shops. You can, doesn't matter. A majority will have that. Hey,
Motoko, yes, the kicks are a tip. And by the way, thank you, Drowner. They are a tip, but I don't ask you for them. I have never asked anyone for money on my streams. I specifically say on my streams, don't ever come into one of my streams with any expectation whatsoever of spending money.
Oh my god, you always do this to me. You always do this to me. I'm in the middle of doing something, and then out of nowhere, you just slap me with a dono that's just like, oh my god.
Jerry Prescient, Colonel. Yes. I have said from the very start of from the very first moment I started streaming, through today and through into the future, I do not ask anyone to donate, to do a dono, to do a sub, to do a bit, to do a kick. I don't ask, and I specifically say don't come into my stream expecting to do that. Ever. For those that do, I am immensely grateful. Every time. I am immensely grateful for any money that anybody spends on AMI streams. I am immensely grateful for it. But I firmly believe that no one should come into one of my streams with any expectation whatsoever that they should spend money. You could be a part of my stream for, God willing, 10 years and never have spent a dime, and I'll just be happy that you're coming onto my stream and enjoying yourself. That's the way I view it when it comes to tipping on stream. Just being here. For God's sakes, on Kick, you literally just being in my stream. This is where Kick is like S tier over Twitch. On Kick, you literally just being in my stream. On Kick, just being present and talking in my Tick stream, I earn money from that. I literally earn money from Kick simply by you existing in my Tick stream and just chatting. Not spending a dime, just literally enjoying the stream and chatting. I will earn money from Kick, and you don't have to pay a dime. How about that? Is there a bot? Where's there a bot? Oh, there is a bot. Get that bitch. Do it. Yeah. Did we get him? I didn't notice. Did we get him? No, we didn't. Aha. I get to exercise my power. Shit. If I can get this fucker to work. And shaboom. Bye bye. I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to actually drop a band hammer on someone in Twitch. I did say the thing, Colonel. I did say the thing. And T-Bone, thank you for the follow.
You want to leave a tip? No. Subway is, that one's a hard one to be like,
First of all,
you did make a sandwich, but you just
I was the project man.
You gotta make a sandwich, but yeah, it's your job. It's like the people that make the sandwiches at Subway, it's not like they're getting a smaller amount of pay because they're doing delivery, or the waiters get a smaller amount of pay because they're relying upon tips. The people that make the sandwiches at Subway are getting the full, at least minimum wage. They're getting full pay to make the sandwich. So there's no need for them to get a tip. They're already getting full pay. It's not like they're having reduced pay because they're wait staff.
Hey, you did make a sandwich, but you just.
I was the project manager. I oversaw the construction of that sandwich.
Yeah.
I was there every step of the way. We were in this together.
We need to union bust Subway.
Like, I remember telling you, no, more Chipotle ranch. Like, I was there. No, I'm not tipping you.
You gonna tip me?
Can I have extra ranch and bacon? Thank you. Now that I've assisted in making 18% of that sub, I will give you 0% of the tip.
Yeah. Oh, man. What's the one? What's the burrito place?
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Or welcome to Moe's. Moe's.
No,
Chipotle or
That's the one.
Pancheros?
If you want a good Chipotle tip, be like, yeah, I want steak. And once they put that big scoop of steak on, be like, make it double so they don't have it because you're doing a double. Always wait till they put the chunk of meat on as a single, and then you ask for the double meat, because then they have to match how much they put on the first one.
Yeah.
Best way.
Oh.
No, not the best way. Best way from a fat guy, tell the high schooler or felon on the other side of the burrito counter, hey, I'm going to tip you. That tip's based off of how well you scoop this. And then see
And
what
say,
you get.
Good job,
There you
JD.
go.
Because now you're
Thank
getting
you.
you're getting some dude making $7.25 an hour, and he doesn't give a single about Chipotle's meat
Yep.
margin.
That's
You're
What
getting
happened
4
to
scoops.
Chipotle? Did anybody else like feel the fall of Chipotle? It used to be great, and then like
Did you know-
3 years ago, it just became like sloppy and not
Really?
good.
Oh, I've never had Chipotle. Please don't kill me for this. But I've never had Chipotle. Can you guys confirm? Has Chipotle gone downhill? Has it really gotten sad and pathetic? You see people hating it these days. Really? Matoke, you're saying absolutely? Huh? They've got a bit better recently after the complaints. Okay. Okay. Huh. Interesting.
Just not as good as it used to be. It just got like, I don't know, like poor. It just got like poor.
It's not as good. The quality dropped. The only one I'm really sad and still don't know how it happened. Quiznos. First off, they made amazing commercials.
I've watched the YouTube breakdowns of like how the company failed, but I still don't understand how the company failed. Their subs were so good.
Their commercials were good as shit. That little weird creature,
The weird hamster with teeth and eyes. Yes,
Oh, were they just talking about Quiznos?
they made amazing commercials.
I've watched
It-
like poor.
It's not as good. The quality dropped. The only one I'm really sad and still don't know how it happened. Quiznos. First off, they made
Okay, I missed him saying Quiznos. The silent bleep there of something he bleeped out. I totally missed that they were talking about Quiznos. Yeah, Quiznos was good. Quiznos was good, but they were small. But we saw the video on Quiznos.
But I
is
still
how they
don't
failed.
understand how the company failed. Their subs were so good.
their commercials were good as shit. That little weird creature.
The weird hamster with teeth and eyes. Yes.
What did Nick? You need to do a video why Quiznos failed.
It's because Subway
I
was
could do that.
cheaper.
I
'Cause
love
that was some
bro,
great
Subway
marketing.
is the ultimate downfall. When I do a Subway video, it's
Yeah.
going to be brutal. They went from $5 foot long to $6 for 6 inches. That's their new slogan.
Is it?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, they had to cut down, after that.
That and the quality of their bread fucking sucks. I have a Subway that I like where I live, and the quality of the bread fucking sucks. I would always get like the normal like white bread, and eat like their bread was like used to be like soft and delicious, and it was a great compliment to what was in the sub. And now their sub bread is like hard and crusty. And it's like it fucking sucks now. Their Subway bread is fucking terrible now. Like the last time I got a sub, it was like, what is this bread? And I haven't had a Subway since. I'm like, this bread is fucking terrible. They've jacked their prices. And I think they've upped the prices and lowered the contents of the subs. I'm pretty sure that the contents within the sub are reduced also. Amy?
Subway's bread has an ingredient that is also in yoga mats.
I know, JRC. You said this yesterday. I know.
You know, the pedo guy.
Oh, dude, that would have.
Do you guys like Subway sandwiches? And
Yes,
kids?
Hackle, that's correct.
Eh?
I would have, dude.
Yes, Subway lost the court battle. They can legally not call their sub bread bread. It is technically cake. Because of what is contained in the bread recipe, it is technically not bread, it is technically cake. And it's not even good cake anymore. Used to be good cake, now it sucks.
The board meeting where you're like, okay, so dude, guys, look, we're going up, up and up. Margins are looking great. Also, Jared, kids. You're like, what? Yeah, Jared, kids.
Margins are up. Margins are up. Is that what
Wait. Did Jared diddle kids, or did he just get caught with CP? I forget. Wait, Jared, which one was it? Did Jared actually diddle kids, or did he get caught with child porn on his computer? I'm pretty sure it was he got caught with child porn on his computer. Not that I don't think that he was ever accused or charged with diddling kids. It was just the porn that they got on his computer. And Tour Floor, thank you for the tier 1, I guess.
you're talking about? We wanted margins up? No, that Jared thing. What'd you say about Jared? He's got tons of child pornography. Anyway, we're going up.
What are we going to do about the Jared? I think the FBI has it handled. We'll be good.
We're going to Epstein this thing, all right? You
see,
let's not talk about it.
As the stock price goes up, Jared gets thinner, and that's also directly correlated to how many kids he's able to catch on foot. So it just gets worse as the stock price goes up.
We need to feed Jared.
Oh, really? In 2015, he pled guilty to 1 count of traveling across state lines to engage in illicit contact with a minor and 1 count of distributing and receiving child pornography. Really? So they got him when he tried to so he tried to diddle a kid. And that led to the warrant which found the child porn on his computer. Okay. Wait. He admitted to and was convicted of crimes, including paying for sex with... Really? Look. Okay, so basically he's a scumbag piece. Not that this should surprise anybody, but he was a scumbag piece of shit.
More double meat, he's getting faster and catching more children. We need to fatten Jared up so some of these kids can get away.
And then
bring the cage for Jared.
I think it's Ireland was the country. They're not allowed to say that their bread is bread. Because
wait, what?
There's so much sugar and
soda
preservatives in their bread that by their country's law, they're not allowed to market it as bread, and it falls into the classification of cake.
Mm-hmm.
Is how unhealthy their bread is.
Oh, that wasn't just Ireland though, was it? Yeah, I don't think that was just Ireland.
Of cake.
I could be wrong though.
Mm-hmm.
Is how unhealthy their bread is.
Was it just Ireland? I could have sworn it was in North America somewhere too. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But yeah, fuck Subway. Subway used to be great, now it sucks. Fuck Subway.